Now making his way to the ring, he is the Superman of Submission from Memphis, Tennessee, Jeremy Lewis. And now, from parts unknown, he is the Demon of the Dark, the Gremlin. Right now, it's me, Tom Tomlin, here with another Sccw special event. Right now, we're watching the Gremlin and Jeremy Lewis continue their rivalry. My broadcast partner, as always, Duke Winchester, here with me.
Oh, God. It looks like they're jumping right into it, Tom.
Definitely does. Where did this rivalry really start for your mind?
Well, first off, right into the satellite dish.
Gosh, right. I mean, gosh.
Look, it looks like Jeremy Lewis had a point to prove. And then when the Gremlin showed him that he is not the greatest ever by beating him into a match, I think that struck a trigger with Jeremy Lewis.
Another time.
Struck a trigger with Jeremy Lewis, and that's what set off this rivalry.
This big guy, Jeremy Lewis, the Superman of Submission, self-proclaimed Superman of Submission, I will give you that. We've not seen any submission skills from him yet, but he is imposing his will with his name, the Superman, at any cost. And he looks like Jeremy Lewis. He doesn't see him. Look, he doesn't see him. He's on the cage. The Gremlin grabbed onto that cage. The Gremlin grabbed onto that cage, and Jeremy Lewis darting after him. Oh, head first into that cage right there. Gremlin targeting and a drop kick.
Can you believe this? This match is exciting.
There's nothing more exciting than SCCW action, and right now you're getting to see some of the best in action right now. Big time kick, knee to the face, kicking him in the head. The Gremlin is ruthless. Well, as well as Jeremy Lewis. I mean,
it looked like Jeremy Lewis was dominating this match, but the Gremlin has somehow managed to come back and brought up his own momentum.
Definitely. He's going for that back right now, as you can see, and that's definitely a good target area. If you can't stand up, you can't defend yourself, and going after that back is going to make it very hard to stay standing upright.
Oh, and another knee to the face.
Big knee to the face that time, taking the big man to the ground. Now we haven't seen anyone other than the Gremlin face Jeremy Lewis. We've seen the Gremlin face off against Hardcore Hayden, put him out of action for a little bit. Now we're getting to see this rivalry that we've all wanted to see actually continue. He ducks under a clothesline, a big right, another big right by the Gremlin, another big right, sending the big guy stumbling backwards. And it looks like he's gonna, taste of his own medicine, giving him a taste of his own medicine, head first into that satellite dish. Down to the ground, Jeremy Lewis goes. And back into that steel again, the unforgiving steel there. Now we haven't pointed out this yet, this is a no man's land match. The only way to win is by pinning your opponent for a 3 count, and then ensuring that they stay down for an additional 10 seconds. So this is going to be a very challenging match for both competitors, I feel like. Gremlin's got a lot of stamina, and Jeremy Lewis has got a lot of power behind him. Your thoughts on this, Duke?
Well, as it is right now, I just don't know how Jeremy Lewis is going to turn this around. I mean, karma has just hit Jeremy Lewis right in the face with the satellite dish.
And a big right from the Gremlin. Another big Gremlin right. A right again. Throwing rights all day, and then, head first goes the Gremlin into Jeremy Lewis's car.
Alright, so it looks like the match has actually just begun for Jeremy Lewis. Look at this.
Look at this. He slammed his head off of that door on the way in, it looked like, sending him into that cage. Now, we haven't seen Jeremy Lewis, as I just said, we haven't seen him in any other matches apart from that first Gremlin match. This is really his showing right here, if we're thinking honestly. I mean,
I'm pretty sure Jeremy Lewis stated before the match that inside the cage, that is his law. That is his kingdom. And we're about to find out how good Jeremy Lewis is inside his kingdom.
Oh, man. He's just throwing him like a rag doll around in there. And like you said, he did say it was his kingdom inside of that cage. And right now he's talking some trash and then face planting the Gremlin right to the ground.
And I'm pretty sure we made sure the cage was bolted down prior to the match. So this cage right here, moving as it does, I mean, that must take some intense force.
Oh, yeah, definitely. It was bolted down to the ground. We made sure that it was secure. It didn't move around. And it'd have to take a lot of force, like you just said, to move this cage around in any way, it's got to take a lot. So, look at that!
Face.
There it was right there. The cage just tilted upward. That's force. That's raw power by Jeremy Lewis, throwing his shoulder into the gremlin up against that cage. And the first pin of the match right here. 1, 2, right there. And then the gremlin kicks out at 2. And Jeremy Lewis looking a little bit frustrated right now.
The gremlin showing some of his demonic stamina.
Definitely showing that stamina more than oh gosh, a full Nelson locked in on the gremlin.
That doesn't break your back.
And he's throwing him, as I just said, like a ragdoll. That doesn't break your back. Yeah, I don't know what will.
You must be inhuman.
Gosh, pulling his shoulders out of place, swinging him around, that could cause some severe bodily harm. He may be out of action after this. And look, he's continuing to go after that shoulder, rearing it back behind him. That's not supposed to bend that way, people. That is not supposed to bend that way.
I mean, it looks just absolutely amazing. I mean, I'm enjoying every minute of this exciting match.
What are you talking about?
I mean, look at this. Jeremy Lewis is showing his dominance. I mean, it's beautiful.
He is showing, I give you that, he's showing his dominance, but the way that he's doing it, it's unremorseful. It's uncharacteristic of...
It is winning the match. It is amazing, okay? You gotta do what you gotta do in this industry.
Oh, gosh, a big forearm shot from the right hand of Jeremy Lewis, taking the gremlin to the ground. He's now slumped over against that cage. And it looked like referee Buck Edwards is going over there to check on him. And now Jeremy Lewis is going for a pin again. 1, and there's another 2. And Gremlin kicks out at 2 once again. This has to be frustrating to a new competitor like Jeremy Lewis.
Yes, this is his second match. And, I mean, he can't seem to manage a simple 3 fall in this no man land match.
It's difficult for him so far. It looks like he's getting frustrated. He just keeps stomping away at him. He's getting aggravated, it seems like. Look at this.
I mean, he's hammering to his back with that arm.
Big time right sledge right to the back. And he's picking him up again. Looks like he's trying to get him into something. A hammerlock. He has him in that hammerlock. Another submission. We are seeing his name come to fruition in this match. The Superman of submission. Then throwing that shoulder into the cage. Jeremy Lewis is isolating that shoulder. For whatever reason, that shoulder is something he's targeting, it looks like.
I mean, if it's not broke by the end of the match, I'll be surprised if it's not broke by the end of this match.
Now, we've seen some despicable things from Jeremy. Oh,
despicable.
Gosh. Knee to the chest of the gremlin.
That's the rules of the game.
Yeah, there's a level of respect you give to everyone you're in the ring with. From my years of commentating and watching, I've not seen anybody this disrespectful since his tag team partner, the 5-Star Kid.
Look, don't talk about the amazing 5-Star Kid. He is the best in the league, along with the elite. Jeremy Lewis, 5-Star Kid. They are the best.
And the gremlin trying to fight his way back. Punches to the gut of Jeremy Lewis. And then Jeremy throws him back first into the cage, taking him down. And no. You're way off of your rocker whenever it comes to the 5-Star Kid. That guy is dirty. And another pinfall attempt right there, and that looks like a 3. And now referee Buck Edwards is counting the 10 count for the gremlin. The first 3 count has been made by Jeremy Lewis in this match. Now, the 5-Star Kid's despicable. He's wrong, dirty in all kinds of ways.
Let me tell you something.
He cheated to beat Hardcore Hayden with Jeremy Lewis.
Part of the reason for being the elite is they're willing to do whatever it takes to win.
Yeah, but that's not how the game works. That's not how the professional wrestling business works. You don't do that. If you don't take underhanded tactics, you work for what you get. Oh, man. A big knee to the gut of
Jeremy Lewis is
Gremlin.
Definitely putting a lot of work into this match.
So far it does. He pushes him up against that cage and throws a big right. Gremlin ducks under with an elbow to the gut of Jeremy Lewis.
It looks like he was about to punch through his face.
And he tries for a clothesline. The Gremlin ducks and rolls out of the way. And a kick to the gut. This could be the Gremlin's one chance to come back in this match. This could be it. He can do it. Can he do it?
I mean, it's
kick
possible.
To the leg. Kick to the older leg. He kicks him in the leg, and look, he got him in his hammerlock, but just as quick as he got that hammerlock locked in, a reversal by Jeremy Lewis into his own hammerlock.
Oh, this is absolutely crazy.
And he goes to the ground. Jeremy Lewis going for that pin. 1, 2, 3 by Buck Edwards right there. 3 count. Jeremy Lewis has to wait off that 10 count now, waiting for the Gremlin to stand or to stay down. Let's see what's going to happen. 5 count. 6, 7, 8. The Gremlin is stirring and he's up to his feet. Jeremy Lewis running full head of steam. A discus clothesline. That is his move right there. That is the move that ends matches for him.
That is sheer brutality.
And he's got him by the throat. Is he going to try to choke? He is. He is. He chokes him, throws him right into that cage. And Gremlin goes to the ground, a limp pile of meat.
I mean, how's he going to come back from this? I mean, it's not possible.
You heard Jeremy Lewis just say it ends right now. This is, it makes sure it's over.
Did he just snap his
neck?
And
a dragon sleeper, and he is limp. He looks dead. Buck Edwards is standing there. He may need to check on the Gremlin. The Gremlin's body went limp as soon as Jeremy started wrenching back on his neck.
I mean, we needed an ambulance.
Dragon
this
sleeper.
is not a match.
1, 2, and 3. And that is the 3 count right there. 1, 2, 3. Will he stand? Will he be able to stand after the Superman sleeper, after the discus clothesline, and after the choke slam against the cage? Will it happen? No, it does not. Jeremy Lewis comes out victorious, getting his retribution on the Gremlin after what he calls the quick roll-up, cheap victory. Now, Jeremy Lewis showed a lot of moxie in this match, and what's going to happen next for this rivalry? That's the real question here.
If the Gremlin survives the trip to the hospital, I mean, I imagine he's going to be furious.
I could imagine the same thing. I'm almost sure Sparks will fly again.